rod right in front of me. Right in front of me.
Boys and girls.
Oh no.
What's wrong? What happened?
Nothing happened.
I just seen the beginning. That's very funny. Well done.
It was funny. It was. But
You found that guy. It's very good.
Well, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong at all.
No, he's not wrong. No.
No.
So and
You're such a wanker, Chris.
Why?
You are, bro. You are, man.
Why? It's true though. I'm just telling the truth.
He was true. That guy was crying, and he was on it. That's totally true. At the end of the game.
Hey man, when you learn OBS, you can stitch me up too, man. I mean, you can. I don't mind. But that wasn't a stitch up. That's more like saying, "Oh, that's true."
It's true. It's true.
Because look, you guys did get robbed. I'm telling you, that was a robbery. And look,
it was the crime of the century. That one.
It was. Like the AFL has just come out. And they've said that that call that Jordan Dawson call, it's been they've said that they stuffed up. So
of course they stuffed up.
It was a free kick. It was a high hit, and he should have been on report, and they should have been a kick from 40 metres out.
Yeah, since when can you clothesline someone in the face, pretty much knock them out and break their lip?
Look,
exactly.
I agree, and look, it's bullshit what happened, and I should, also that 50, I'm not sure, was a bit, how you going? There's a few incidents, but I mean, look, I got the graphic here, guys. Breaking news: AFL conceded Jordan Dawson should have been paid a free kick in the final 10 seconds of yesterday's game. Umpire boss Dan Richardson says the umps had a restricted view of the contest. More details to come. How could they got 4 umpires on the field?
Yeah.
How the heck can I not see that?
Exactly.
It's bullshit, man. Like what?
But they can see the Collingwood player get tripped over, and then the umpire from 50 metres back calls a free.
What good is an apology, really?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you're not getting the 4 points, are you?
Exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I understand, man. I understand. It's bullshit. But one thing, we got a few people sending a few things, and this was one of the things got sent from a Collingwood supporter, as you can see. There you go. The Collingwood they're singing the song with the umpires, man. As you can see. Can you guys see
with
that?
The umpires?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
There you go. So there you go, guys. Sing the song with the umpires. Basically, that's what happened. So they must know all the words as well. And also, just quickly, this was on Facebook. Now, I'm not having a laugh. It is funny. But I just want to know what happened to this player at the Crows. Looks like he showed himself, and you're looking like Critten's like, what the heck, and Johnny's like, woo. Who's number 2?
Is that Ben Keys?
Yeah, it looks like he's done a caca in his pants.
Yeah,
he does.
Good old Ali pointed that out to me today at work, man, and I said to him, This picture's gonna haunt this bloke forever now, man.
Right. Exactly.
I know. Far out. Well, I just thought, a bit of a laugh, and thought we'd
poor Ben Keys, man. But he did one of the best things in that game. He ripped off Cox's glasses when they went in that, with that big tussle. He just quickly grabbed Cox's glasses off.
Well, if I was Cox, I would be upset about that, because it's like $1 million glasses, eh? $1 million glasses.
That's right.
Cox is is Cox head, I guess. So he deserved it.
I think he copped a $1,500 fine for doing that. Just what I just read before. So
Ben Keys.
yeah, he copped a big fine.
So he copped the fine and a dirty underwear. So there you go.
That's
Yeah,
good.
poor
You got
bloke.
the double barrel.
He got a double barrel. But guys, welcome to the show. Welcome to the HFD Footy podcast. If you're brand new to the show, make sure you like, share, subscribe. GT23 is in there. Chunky Footy saying flag for Lions. Alia, the beginning of that was me on the weekend. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a true thing, man. You know, it's a true thing. So, hey Jimmy T, welcome. How you going? Well, look.
Jimmy T.
Well, look. We won't beat around the bush.
Dinner. How you going? Hey.
Patina, how you going? We won't beat around the bush, Johnny G. Let us know what happens. Let us know. The Crows.
We've already summed it up. We were robbed. We lost by 2 points out of robbery. What was it? 22 free kicks to 12 free kicks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable. It's Collingwood. You know what I mean? The AFL need Collingwood to win. And the umpires are in it. There's match fixings. All there's conspiracy. There's corruption. It's just all of it, man. Robbed. There's no other word. I forget what happened in the whole game except for the Dawson thing now. It's all robbed.
Yeah.
Well, 12 goals, 10-82 to 11 goals, 14-80. I mean, yeah, like, we talked about it before, Johnny. Like, do you look at, like, the first quarter? Because you guys were dominating that first quarter, just couldn't get the scoreboard pressure on. You know, I know it's the cliche thing to say, but, like, if you had kicked straight, you would have won. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's cliche, but...
No, that's crap, man. You say that about every game.
Yeah, I know, but, like, it's the truth,
if Calrton never kicked the behind, they'd be in the top 8. You know
That's
what I mean?
right. Don't pick on Calrton, PG. Far out, I didn't say anything.
Take it easy. Jeez, Calrton.
Take it easy.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is, like, if they were good enough, they should have won because they were, like, they look like they were. And, you know, if they've done that, then, like, decisions like that wouldn't have mattered. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say.
Look, we're up against Collingwood and the umpires and the crowd. You know what I mean? It was ridiculous. And I think the Crows deserve to win. I think we played better football for more of the match. I know that last quarter Collingwood did play well, but you know, they weren't dominant as they have been in the last quarters in other games. So from the second half, the Crows were a better team, really. But look, yeah, we got more scoring shots, but not by much, I don't think. But yeah, look, bad decisions. The umpires are crooks. That would have been a big statement for the Crows. You know what I mean? If we'd won that game, we would, 100% definites in the finals this year, and even around the 5th and 6th mark. I think we earned a lot of respect around the league with that game because not many people go to the MCG, especially interstate clubs playing Collingwood at the MCG, take it to Collingwood like that. So, look, I'm happy that the Crows are putting in performances like this. Taylor Walker's just a gun. Dawson, my God, what a player. And, yeah, look, the only reason I'm accepting defeat is because of what it is, but it makes me sick to my stomach that the umpiring, especially this year, not just that game, has been shocking. And there should be an inquest about the umpiring this year, because they've come out a few times now and apologised. After the North game, I think it was Sydney, they apologised. There's been a certain amount of games that they've come and admitted, yeah, we got that one wrong. But it's been a continuous theme all year with these umpires. So, look, yeah, F you to Collingwood and go to Crows. That's all I've got to say.
Well, look, you had some players that played amazingly. One of them was your captain, Dawson. I've got his stats here, guys. Well, not his full stats, but You know, he had 35 disposals, 9 marks, 12 tackles. What a game for a guy that has been appointed captain this year. So yeah, got to give kudos to him. And what he's doing at the Crows is amazing. And he's really playing well, But also on the other spectrum, you had the Dacos brothers. So Josh Dacos had 33 touches, 6 clearances, and 602 metres gained. Then you had Nick Dacos, 37 disposals, 9 clearances, 1 goal. I mean, they played a really good game as well. So, some more interesting stats. I've got some stats here for that game. It was like a seesawing affair. I mean, that third quarter, I reckon, if you guys can play, like I heard your coach said that's the template we want to use is that third quarter. So if you guys play like that more often, you're going to win more games, man. So
yeah, we're definitely in the right direction, man. That third quarter was amazing, especially as a Crows fan watching it. Taylor Walker, it was exciting footy, man, and to come back. I don't know how much we were down at halftime. It was 27 points or something like that. I'm not too sure.
I'll tell you now.
I think it was around the high 20s.
Well, you were 7 goals 5, 2 goals 8. So, it was a fair margin.
I think it was about almost 30 points. So to come back and, I think we finished the third quarter about 10 points in front. So
you did. It was you guys scored 7 goals. 7 goals 2 in that third quarter. And the Pies only scored 3 points. So not many teams can say they've held the Pies goalless in the quarter. So that's, and the problem is, like, if you did that in the final quarter, you would have won, because Collingwood just have this knack of coming back. Yes, we can talk about the umpires, you talk about all that, right? But they always have this knack of coming back and know how to win them. So that was always on my mind at the end, and
I'm liking the praise we're getting from a lot of ex-coaches saying, the Crows are like the next best team out of the top 4, even though we're not 5th. We should be higher than what we are. And look, that Collingwood and Crows game felt like a finals game. It really did.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of a rivalry building between Collingwood and Adelaide now, and it's good to see, really. And I like our young boys really, fighting the fight, getting into tussles and really sticking it to Collingwood. It was good to see.
Well,
the only thing was disappointing was the result. So that was all.
You guys won the inside 50s, 57-49. So you had it in more than Collingwood. They did beat you in clearances though, but centre clearances you up by 3. The free kick count is appalling, 21-12. That's appalling. We did win the contested possession, 137-134. So you guys, the stats are all leading to, could have gone either way. Yeah.
Even when Mason Cox kicked those 2 goals in the last quarter, I think they were from free kicks, and that was so soft, man. It looked like Mason Cox was holding Warple, not the other way around, and it was just ridiculous, And,
man. Look,
that's why the tussle. That's why the scrimmage happened. Cox was rubbing it in that he got that free kick. You know what I mean? That's why that tussle happened.
Yeah. Well, let me just tell you one thing, man. You've shown the rest of the competition that Collingwood are not invincible. That's what you've shown. You've also shown that you're a good team too, but you've also shown, that they're beatable. And come September, I don't think that, they're going to be a walk into a grand final to win it. So definitely interesting times ahead with how everything's going to go. I don't think Collingwood, I don't think they're the best. I don't think they're the best by far. I don't think they are. I think there's other teams. Yeah.
It hurts me. It hurts me to say Port are the best team at the moment. So,
That's nice
yeah.
to say.
Well, they're the most informed team, aren't they? So,
Well, we got them in round 19, and time will tell how we go. So, but you guys did well, and I would not want to even though Port is doing so well, you're always like weary of the rivalry between Crows and Port and how they're always 50-50. So to meet you in a final, that would be I'll be shitting brick. I'd be so nervous. So
we both wouldn't want to lose that game. That's for sure.
That is true, man. So, but look, commiserations. Look, at the end of the day, at least you're not Calrton. At least.
Thanks for that.
At least
I'm just joking. At least
that does make.
Look, at least you're not West Coast. All right.
Oh my God! Wait till we get to that game,
just
GT.
At least. So look,
I reckon I heard GT in the chat saying, "Oh, Crows are yes." I'm like, really? I was about to say, really?
What do you? All right. So obviously, Collingwood are making finals for me. Yes, top 2, whatever, top 4, yeah. Crows, I think, are still. There's a lot of winnable games they've got coming up, so I think they're gonna go in to the finals. I reckon 5th to 7th they're gonna finish. So that's my prediction for them.
Yeah, we've got the rest of the easy games except for Port, Brisbane, and Melbourne.
Yeah, and Collingwood, you still think they're gonna finish top?
Yeah, they'll be top 2. It's them or Port, really.
King, what do you reckon?
Yeah, well, we watched this game on the watch along on the weekend, which was good, and yeah, it was a finals type atmosphere. It was a big crowd in favour of Collingwood, and yeah, it was just well done by both sides, and Adelaide just played out of their skin, and they should have won. So yeah, they that last call should have been a free, and they should have won the game. But yeah, I still put Adelaide up in and I've said it for the whole time that they should be in the top 4. They just haven't been able to win away from home. They've got to address that as well. So, but if they won a few of those away games, then they'd be right up there. They should be above Brisbane. They should be better than Brisbane. But yeah, I think they'll be up there when the whips are cracking for sure. Whether it's 5th or 6th, or maybe even 4th, depends on how they go. But yeah, they're contenders for sure. They're going to be up there. They play well enough, and yeah, they went well. So the only thing that they should do, and I was talking to one of the guys at work today about some of the other interstate teams, they should give away some of their home games to play in Melbourne. So to play at the MCG. So if you gave away more games and played at the MCG to get the practice in, then you might have a better standing at the end of the year as well. And that goes for all the interstate teams.
Interesting.
Yeah. The only problem with that is the stadium authority or the stadium here in Adelaide, they lose money, and that's the only reason why they want to do that. So try telling your supporters you can't come to 11 home games this year because we want to play in Melbourne.
Yeah,
you know
exactly. I mean? Yeah. So, but if they want a premiership, they've got to play at the MCG. You have to weigh up the.
Well, that was our first game. That was our first game this year at the MCG.
Exactly. That's terrible that you've only played there once.
Well, we played there. Port played there 3 times, so but I'm pretty happy with that. But once is ridiculous.
No, we go back there one more time against Melbourne.
Oh, okay. 2's all right, but at least get 3. We're getting 3. So.
But you had to go to bloody Darwin. You had to go to where else did you go? Where have you been? You've been all over the bloody country. Yeah, Ballarat. Yeah.
Ballarat. Yeah, Ballarat's the worst one, I reckon.
Yeah.
So, Johnny, before we move on to the next game, are you concerned with the with the away form. Like, you know, you guys lost to, you know, Bulldogs. You've lost to Geelong. I mean, a lot of people lose to Geelong over there, but you've lost to Gold Coast. You've now lost to Magpies. I know that it was a close game and got robbed, but are you concerned about that at all? Like,
well, look, I think we're batting above a lot of people's expectations making the finals. But we're going in the right direction. My mate earlier at work, he told me a stat. If there was a ladder for teams winning from 3/4 time, Crows will be third. So we've let a lot of silly games slip. You know what I mean? Like we should have done the double against Collingwood, really, and we should have
GWS.
We should have GWS. We should have beat Gold Coast. We were 30 points up there. I mean, Bulldogs is the only game that we truly were beaten. We were competitive against Geelong, even though we lost for about 20-something points at the end, but it was close until a few minutes before the end of the quarter. So, it's a long stretch to say Crows to win a flag this year. We're building towards that. Maybe not. Maybe next year. Maybe the year after. We might be more competitive in that regards. But we're building towards it. This year, for me, make finals, get some finals experience, do as well as we can in the finals, and build from there. So,
I definitely think that you guys can make finals, and who knows, man? Who knows how far? I mean, you know. A few things go your way and you win a few games, you just don't know. But I agree, the progression is good, and definitely I think the games that you're losing this year, they're going to come back and you're going to be winning them next year. You know what I mean? Like, that's what happened with Port. Like, we were losing last year by a lot of games last year by really small margins, and we didn't get into the 8. So to be winning them this year makes a big difference. So, so things can change, and but you're definitely in the right direction. And I think my hat goes out to Matty Nix. He's done a fantastic job, and
I think so too.
I think he's done a fantastic job. Where you guys were like 3 years ago to where you are now, you cannot be. If you're a Crow supporter, you couldn't be any happier. That's right. That's what I think. So, and I'm a Port supporter saying that. So, hard for me to say. But look, it is what it is, man. Bad luck. You'll get them next time, I'm sure. But before we go to the next one, Mason Cox is Hess.
He is.
Fatina reckons Port will get them. Is West Coach still got a gig? Jimmy T wants the job. Zakal says hello. Alia Crows always play Ballarat Darwin. Swap that for the MCG. 100%. GT23. Not long, Jimmy T. The CEO has come out and said we back the coach, which means he hasn't got long.
That's a good point from Ali that you missed. He said Dawson can play every position at an elite level. Best player in the comp.
He's up there. He's up there. We really enjoy watching him. He's really good.
Look, you think about it. He can play midfield, down, back, and forward. So pretty impressive.
He's arguably the best player in the comp. Yes. What he's doing. So he's really good.
Having a fantastic year, but he could only really play midfield and forward, really. Maybe half-back role.
Well, what I like about Dawson is he gets his hands dirty too. Like, he's not just, that one that, not just a prime mover. He's also in and under, in the packs. He's everywhere. So, I
think he got about 10 plus tackles in that game at least. So,
I can tell you. What he got?
I think he got more than 10 tackles, I reckon.
He got 12 tackles, man. 12 tackles.
Yeah, go on top of the 35 posies and stuff, So
yeah, I mean, he had 11 contested possessions. He had
great move by Nix putting him as captain, man. Great move.
I mean, you know what? That there is a big risk to do that because he's so young. He's only played that was his 100th game. So for him to have confidence in in getting him as a captain, it speaks volumes of where he is now. So, no, good choice for Matty Nix to do that, and it looks like it's paying off. So, yeah, and you know who else? You got to give credit to Tex Walker. I mean, the guy's how old is he? He's like 30 something, 33, 34.
33.
You know, he's in his twilight of his career.
Getting better, man. It's like a wine.
Yeah,
Like
like
a wine.
you know, I thought 2 years ago he was finished, and you know, he's coming out and kicking 5 goals a game, 10 goals last game. Like he's just leading the Coleman medal now. So, I mean, yeah, like I think he is your barometer. Like he can be a big barometer up forward for you guys. You even forget about the other forwards that you got. He's just so strong in that forward line that yeah.
Because I think, yeah, look, I was speaking of Ali as well. I was speaking of Ali as well today. Those young forwards aren't ready to lead the line like Walker is yet. You know, Phil Falk, Fogarty, and that they're not ready to lead the line yet. So it's good to have Walker around, and hopefully he sticks around for a couple more seasons at this level. So,
well, yeah, because Rankin's been quiet.
He has.
All your forwards have been quiet apart from Walker. So yeah, he's been really good. But even he's been great. And also another player, Saligo, I think he's great. And
he's good player.
Yeah, he's good. He's good, man.
Is it McElhaney or whatever his name down back is a star.
Yeah, he was good. He was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, Anyway, you still got to give your things to Collingwood. They, you know, at the end, they're very desperate to win that, and yes, they got umpiring decisions went their way, but they're still a good team. I just think they're not.
I think they deserve the Adelaide Oval win more than this win. Let me put it that way.
Well, there's a few. Like, I remember back in that wasn't the other way around where you guys had more free kicks.
We dominated. No, we just dominated the first half, absolutely dominated, and then Collingwood dominated the second half, and they come back like a fiery wind. You know what I mean? There's all Collingwood in that last quarter.
You guys match up well against them, really. You know.
Yeah, we do actually, and it's little rivalry happening there. You know what I mean? Like it's between the Crows and the Magpies. So
sure is.
We just hate Magpie stuff, you know what I mean? Poor Collingwood, it's all the same to us.
Yeah, I like
you might have to be the team that knocks them out of the finals.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd
be revenge, wouldn't it?
And face Port Adelaide in the grand final, then knock them. That would be like.
Well, that's when you'll see me leave the country, and if that ever happened, but hopefully that never happens.
It'll be all my Christmases at once, man. That's for sure.
Well, let's hope that Christmas never comes because, it'll be a very tough pill for me to swallow. But guys, look, we've talked about the Crows. We know they stuffed up. We know one of the players shut themselves. We know that you can watch it again if you want. You can see it again if you guys want.
Poor Ben Keys, man.
Look at this man. Like, he's got poo in his pants. Like, what the fuck?
How do you face the media again, man? You've actually, it's.
He probably just shot. Like, he just had to shot or something. So, I don't know. But, yeah, not too good for Mr. Ben Keys there. Anyway, guys. Look, the next game was Geelong versus Melbourne, and I actually picked Melbourne this one. It was at Cattery, in Geelong, 11-12-78 to 8 goals at 15. Boys, did you get to watch this one?
Yeah.
That's one of Jeremy Cameron got knocked out.
Yeah, correct. By Gary Rowan.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was out cold, man. I only watched the first half. But yeah, looks like Collingwood at home too strong again.
You mean Geelong?
Yeah,
Geelong.
I'm thinking about Collingwood. Yeah, Geelong. Sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Geelong at home. Just
You didn't want to watch it or what?
I think King did. The King did.
I did watch a bit of. I watched the game, and yeah, they were just dominant in the second half. So I just I can't believe I can't believe they can manage to play so well at that ground. Like it's just amazing. So stupid to tip against them, which I did, and didn't get the chockies. Didn't have a great round at all, really. So yeah, no, they were just good, and they just took care of Melbourne, and Melbourne are now no slouches either. So yeah, they were just impressive at the Cattery. So yeah, well done, Geelong.
What's happening with Clayton Oliver? Like, apparently he's got more weeks off now. More problems. What's going on?
2 more weeks, apparently.
Yeah, so
No idea.
that's a big loss. Melbourne, look, apart from beating Collingwood, 2 weeks ago on King's birthday, who have they really beat, man? They've only beat the Western Bulldogs, who are in the 8, and they're not travelling well. Apart from that, they've only beaten the shitter teams. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't trust them enough, and I don't think the Gawn and what's it called? What's his name? Gawn and Grundy. Yeah, Gawn and Grundy just hasn't worked out like they hoped. So I think having the two in there makes them a bit slow. And yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't. I'm not convinced. I think the Crows play a better brand of footy than Melbourne right now. So, but that's what I reckon. Geelong, look, they're hard to beat over there. You know, it was a shitty game. It was a pretty shit game. It wasn't that great. Melbourne were coming off were Geelong coming off the bye? Melbourne were coming off the bye. So everyone that's coming off the bye seems to be losing. So look, I don't know. Geelong, their best player got knocked out. He's not going to be playing this week, but he hasn't really been in good form anyway. So maybe this is like a blessing in disguise, kind of get his body right for a week and then come back firing. So
did Rowan get any weeks for the hit?
No, it's his own player.
His own
teammate. They bloody crashed into each other. That's right. Yeah. He still should get some weeks for that, I reckon.
He should, eh?
Yeah, it's up to Geelong.
You should get 2 weeks, and then imagine if you got 2 weeks and then lose your other player for a week. What a double shot that would be.
Just quickly, Alia heard on the radio, Laird said that Keys reckons he fell on the dirt. It wasn't poo. So come to your own conclusion on that one.
I mean, that's what you would say. That's right.
Yeah.
You wouldn't admit that you shit your pants, would you?
No, you wouldn't admit that you piss your pants either. So just it's the rain.
He probably went to the umpire. I think I just shut myself.
That's it.
No wonder Nick Nicholas was running so fast away from Keys on the tag. He got 30-something possessions.
He just stunk of this.
Let's get away from me, man.
Oh, guys. But anyway, guys, look, with Geelong and Melbourne, are they making finals? These guys, are they still up there?
Yeah, I think so.
Melbourne, yes. I'm going to say no for Geelong. How's that?
I mean, I think Geelong could still make it. They've got some players. They've got some good players, and if they're playing a lot at the Cattery, so they could sneak in. But Melbourne, I think they will. But whether they keep their top 4, I don't know. The thing is, you've got Essendon and St Kilda there. I just don't trust them to take the top 4 spot away from Melbourne. So, you know what I mean?
Apparently, St Kilda's got a really good run home, so
they
keep an eye on that one.
They do. But what I saw of them on the weekend, they were pretty average.
Yes.
So like that's what I'm saying. Like if the Crows get into like a position to play St Kilda in the first final, I reckon they'll kill them.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, that's what I think. So, all right. Well, the next game was the Thursday night game. This is the Friday night game. We're talking about the Saints. They went down to the Gabba. 8-50. No, it wasn't the Gabba. It was at Marble. Sorry. 8-56 to 12-84. Brisbane finally win a game away, and it was against the Saints. Saints looked so ordinary, couldn't get their game going. Brisbane did what they had to do, and that's all she wrote, man. I watched a bit of this game. It was just a shit game. Like, yeah, it wasn't. It was
boring, wasn't it?
It was boring as batshit. I can tell you some stats if you like, just to appease the people.
Is this the watch long game?
You did do the watch along, yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Brisbane just did it really easy, didn't they? Really. So
well, but it wasn't. It was because Saints were so shit.
Yeah.
I remember saying while I was watch along how boring this game was.
Yeah.
Saints just don't attack enough, man. They're not a fast, really slick team, are they?
No, not really.
No.
You were pretty slick on the watch along though.
You were. But Sinclair had 36 touches. GT 23 says Saints games are Hess to watch. Yes, 100% GT.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Sinclair had 36 touches. Neil had 29. Dunkley had 26. So Dunkley was really good in that one. But Crouch had 25. Hill had 25. Wangan Malira had 24. You know who disappoints me? Still from St Kilda. Like I just thought he was a better player.
Well, he got the injury early on, and now he just hasn't got his form back since then. So.
No. The goals, I mean, Danaher scored 2. Hipwood had a good game with 4. Higgins Hipwood was good. Higgins had 1. Rayner had 1. Butler had 1. Sinclair had 1. Dunkley had 1. And Berry had 1. So a few other ones. But, I mean...
One's all around.
I mean, is Brisbane a top 3? Are they top 3? Do you think they're top 3 material? Like, yes, they've got good players, but I just don't. Are they as good as Port Adelaide? Are they as good as Collingwood? Even the Crows killed them a few weeks ago. Like, are we looking at a team at a club here that's gonna,
I don't know.
Bring a premiership home for them? Like, do you feel
they've got the players? I think they've got the talent at the club, but they just haven't got it together yet. They're not playing like a well-oiled machine. So,
when you watch a Port game, when you watch a Crows game, like when they're winning and they look like they're on firing on all cylinders, and they look untouchable. Where these guys look like you watch them, and you're like, fuck, if we played them with the way they're playing now, would smash them. You know what I mean? That's how it feels. I mean, I know every game's different, but St Kilda, I think
they did play a bit like that on Friday night. They did get some good momentum going, and they did score some easy goals, and they were doing it pretty easy. But yeah, there's still something not right there, isn't there?
There's question marks, that's for sure.
We were watching Brisbane and the Crows the other week, and the Crows are all over them. So yeah,
we have to go to the Gabba and play them later in the year, and I fancy us against Brisbane really. So
you have to win. You have to win away from home. You need to get up there.
We do play West Coast away on the last game of the year, so probably
give me your best shot. See whether you can do 200. You got to do 200. Beat Sydney's record.
See what a game for Tex Walker at the end of the year against West Coast.
He kicks 35 goals to finish the year off.
Jeez.
You know what you got to think there? Like at the end of the year, most teams start to play a bit better. So
yeah,
you got to remember West Coast still has some good talent on there. Yes, they didn't showcase that on the weekend, but You know,
we'll get to West Coast. Don't worry about that.
but yeah, I'm just saying. I don't think it'll be as bad as it was now. I think there'll be a bit of an improvement. I think has to be. Anyway,
No way. No way. They're so bad.
I reckon they're in the top 4 from default, really. I think a lot of teams are messing about, which should be around the mark there. So they're going to get in the top 4 this year just because other teams keep stuffing up. So,
yeah. Well, anyway, with St Kilda and Brisbane, I think look, I was listening to Bucks and Cornsey today, and Buckley reckons that St Kilda is not going to make finals, but Cornsey said they were. He reckons just because of form. Form is shit. He's doing it off by form, not by who they're playing. And if you look at their form, they're pretty. You say it's a shit. They got an easy draw, but like if they play like they're playing with low scoring games. They're going to be, it's no games are easy for them. So, Steve goes, getting excited playing West Coast now. Wow. St Kilda will not make the 8. There you go. Steve.
And it's a fortress. It's a fortress here. It's a fortress here, Johnny G. Says GT23.
Chunky Footy's giving us a lot.
I don't know what sort of fortress it is. It used to be a fortress, but yeah.
Port aren't making the 8. Chunky Footy. Far out. That's a big statement. Why do you think that?
More like a swinging gate these days. So
Port would have to lose every game from here and get smashed pretty much every game just to make their percentage down as well.
I think even if we lose every game from here, I think we could probably still make the 8.
I reckon no, because you only be 13 wins?
No, we're on 12.
11.
You're 12 wins. So if you lost every game from here, you probably get kicked out. Yeah, but that's not going to happen.
I don't think we're going to lose every game. That's what I think. I don't think we're going to lose. I don't think we will. But getting out in straight sets, you reckon? We'll see.
Chunky's just wild, isn't it?
Because they are trash.
Chunky's just got on the attack.
Well, we'll see, Chunky. We'll see. Because Brisbane aren't any better, so we'll see. Because if it were trash, then Brisbane would be on top of us, right?
So he manages to upset KP. Now he's upsetting Chris C.
I'm just stating facts.
Well, Steve reckons Richmond and Geelong are going in, and which 2 are coming out. So
Crows, it's not that hard to beat Pies. I love how Chunky he thinks that Brisbane are the best thing going since sliced bread. And Crows beat them. We beat them.
We smashed you guys, Chunky.
We smashed you guys as well. So, you haven't got much to stand on, my friend. Beating Collingwood is easy, is it? Because you guys beat them. You guys beat them.
Brisbane pulling out of the 4 for sure.
Ask Port Adelaide, who are one of the informed teams in the league, if it's easy beating Collingwood.
It's not. And you know what? I went back on that game and had a look what personnel we didn't have until now. We had 7 players that weren't in the team that we have now. 7 players. So, yeah. That's all I can say.
There we go. That's all he can say.
That's all he can say. All right, moving on. What's the next game?
We're coming, Collingwood. We're coming. All right, here we go. So, next game. Sydney and Brisbane. Sydney West Coast. Oh my God.
Oh, here we go. Let's get GT23 on to make commentary on this one.
He's probably in the fetal position right now because he's seeing his score on his screen saying 31-19, 205. Fuck it up.
31-19.
5 goals for 34. 171 point thrashing.
34.
You know what, man? The last time a team got thrashed like that, I reckon it was Port Adelaide back in 2011. We got smashed by, I reckon it was Hawthorn. So, yeah, that was part of our dark days. But now you guys are going through it. So,
wow.
Look, as a guy that went through that back in 2011, If you guys stick to the task, you might need a new coach. You might need to get a new coach though. Things can change. Things can change. So yeah. West Coast played well. Winning 3 in a row is easy.
If he's got, if the coach has got the support of the board, then he's in big trouble.
GT, where are you, man? Where are you, man? Just
give us something, GT.
Anyway, I don't know if you guys. I watched some of this game, and every time I was watching it, there was a goal being scored by Sydney every 5 seconds. So
there was, yeah.
Yeah, it was a little bit hard to watch. Not hard to watch. It was a bit funny to watch, and I did
They just got I was watching this as well, and West Coast have just got nothing to offer.
Look, King of the North. I got something sent by a West Coast supporter. He sent it into HFD, and he wanted to show it on live. So here we go, guys. He sent us this.
Okay.
He sent us this. So
let's see. Let's see.
There you go, guys.
I feel sorry for GT. He's just writing. I've got nothing. He's got nothing to write.
He got nothing. See no evil, hear no evil as well. So
they've actually changed their name. They've changed the name to West Coast Eagles, and Cornsey reckons that they will need to make some dramatic change. Yeah, no shit, Kane Corns.
Yeah, I mean, spot the obvious.
Mate, he's just a prophet, isn't he, Kane Corns? Unbelievable.
Yeah. So thanks for bringing that to our attention, Mr. Cornsey. But West Coast Eagles.
Yeah, Cornsey, good on you.
Yeah, West Coast Eagles. There you go. But
I mean, it's just embarrassing, this scoreline, isn't it, man? Like, I think Heaney scored more points than the Eagles. One player.
Yeah, well, look, I woke up this morning and realised there's still 9 games left. Oh my god, that deserves this right here, man. Oh my god, poor bloke, man.
At least GT's a good sport, isn't he? He's a good sport, really.
He is a good sport. Hey, look, man, put it this way, you don't have to worry about anything. You just have to enjoy the losses, I guess.
Yeah, it's more like you can relax.
Enjoy.
Now, really, it's just you can't really enjoy your, but just all you can do is laugh at the end of the day, can't you?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
What the heck? Okay.
So I think it's been over 10 years since the team scored over 200 points. So, yeah, record. That's the record loss for West Coast, isn't it? Has to be.
Yeah, I think so.
It has to be the record.
Joe Danaher, we don't want any of that kind of language in here. Go take it somewhere else, buddy. Anyway, we don't accept that shit in here, Joe Danaher. Joe Danaher.
Who's Joe Danaher?
Yeah, see you later, mate. Go back to Brisbane, you Malaga.
Where are you getting this Joe Danaher stuff?
It was just in here. It was just saying that it was
just a bit of derogatory language.
Yeah, it was being racist. It's like
in the chat.
Yeah.
Look, he said we look Indian. So
I didn't even see him in here, man.
You probably got
and Jimmy T's not even on the podcast, so
Oh, jeez. Anyway, he's been deleted, so see you later.
He is.
I haven't seen it. I missed it. I only had top messages.
No, get all messages, my friend.
No, we don't take that kind of scup down here, mate. So.
No, that's right.
Do you want to come back?
So what do you reckon? What do you reckon? West Coast making the finals, or what's happening?
Man. I reckon they should have a bottom 4 finals and see who's
2000.
No, and the bottom, and the way it works is whoever loses the worst wins the title.
Yeah.
2026 is when they're making finals.
I'm back.
2026.
Maybe 27.
I reckon
3 years.
I reckon 2030. 2030.
2030.
7 years without finals from here.
Wow.
It's pretty
No,
dark.
they do. They do recover. They do recover well, West Coast. So they do. They will come back. So
You reckon that they should get compensation picks and stuff like that?
No,
Like
no, they stuffed up themselves, man, with their poor managing of their players and their playing
did.
list.
yeah.
What 2030 GT? All right, maybe not 2030. Oh, hopefully not. Hopefully
Yeah.
not.
No, they don't deserve any special. No, they don't deserve any special privileges. So
I'm giving you 3 years. Giving you 3 years.
Well, Heaney had 5 goals. Armity had 4 goals. McDonald had 4 goals. McLean had 3. McInerney had 3.
everybody had a goal.
Goulden had 3. Warner had 2. Clark had 2. Parker had 2.
Even the backline
And
kick goals.
that was it. So how many multiple goal scorers? 1, 2, 3.
There was one of the
Like 10.
backs actually scored
Like
a couple
10.
of goals as well, and they were getting him on to kick
Like-
some more.
10 players from Sydney kicked more than 2 goals.
Wow.
Well, more than 1
That's
goal.
crazy. That's crazy.
So, yeah.
Sydney aren't that good, Johnny G.
Yeah,
No.
Zakal's a Sydney fan, I think. So go Zakal.
Goes a car, well done. Yeah.
For 440 to 300.
Give Sydney a bit of false hope.
I wonder how many goals West Coast have conceded this year. Just about.
Hear this stat, ready? 77 inside 50s to 34. 77.
That's not bad, is it?
Like, did their forward line get like? Yeah.
They don't have a forward line. This is the problem.
Can't take anything away from West Coast games. Pascoe Vale would beat them. Yeah, true. Pascoe Vale would beat them.
That's true.
Pascoe Vale. Steve, Amanda says he's funny. Lions beating West Coast at the Gabba by 300. Well, imagine that. All right, heads all around.
Let's give GT23 a break now and not pick on West Coast anymore.
Yeah, move on. This is just an embarrassing game.
Sorry about that, GT23.
But hold on.
Both teams aren't making finals.
We'll be picking on Calrton next week, so it's okay.
Can we really talk about Sydney? We can't really say much about that. Like you can't read into much into that game, can you?
No, they're still shit as well.
Yeah. Let's talk about Yeah, I heard about that, man. So there's talks. There's this West Coast group that go to the games. We're a massive supporter group, and they've threatened to boycott this week's game in Perth. So, yeah, and curses. I told you, Port Adelaide was cursed, and guess what? Now West Coast are cursed because they're the ones that gave us the curse. The bloody bastards. And see, look what's happening. Look what's happening now. Port Adelaide, top of the ladder. West Coast. Hello? Oh, there you are. You know what I mean? Like,
I know what you mean.
yeah. So tables have turned, my friends. Tables have turned.
The turntables have turned.
When Shuey ducked and kicked that goal in that final, he didn't know that what was really happening.
But he did. He did duck. Yep.
He didn't know what was really happening, and that was the start of the end of his club, even though they won a premiership.
End of the days. Yep.
Anyway.
The mighty West Coast, eh?
We'll never forget what Shuey did. We'll never forget that. 100% for Tino.
That's right.
100%.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, moving on to the next game. Next game. So the next game was Freo versus Essendon, and Fremantle back in the winners list. So 14-9-93 to 9-7-61.
Johnny G's favourite song I've heard as well. Freo, way to go.
Freo, way to go.
Freo by 30. Freo by 32. Guys, I watched some of this game.
Yeah, I was watching the podcast, Johnny, when you did that. So
Freo, where to go? Hit them really high down below. Freo, we got a whole heap-o. We are the Fremantle Doctors.
We can tell we lived in Perth, can't you?
Steve reckons Freo like weather hot one day, cold the next. You know what? I've got a guy here that can tell you that, man. Look, ready? I'll show you. Ready? Oh shit! Can I find it? Sorry, guys. This is embarrassing now.
I guess. Yeah, come on, Chrissy. Sorry.
I'll never forget what Shuey did.
Sometimes maybe
Hashtag
good,
Shuey
sometimes
sucks.
maybe shit.
Chewy sucks. Yeah.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe
There you
shit.
go.
Try saying
There you
that
go,
5 times really quickly. Chewy shucks. Chewy shucks.
I found it. Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit. There you go.
That's it.
So
I didn't watch this game, man. I don't know. Did you guys do?
yeah. So
Did we watch it?
no, I watched it.
No.
I was at work. I was listening to it on the radio because I was driving around at work, and Essendon had a little bit of a fight back, but Freo just were just too good at home. You know, their players started to play. I think last week, the week before, they got smashed by GWS by 70 points, and things looked pretty dire for Freo, and they had to respond, and they did with a really good win at home against the Bombers. So Bombers did have some chances, but never really looked like a team that was going to trouble Freo. So.
And that's the sort of win. That's the sort of win where you can see the Bombers falling out of the 8, couldn't you? Because they're not. If you're going to be a top 8 side, you've got to be like taking it to Freo, don't you?
Yeah, well, that's right. I agree. And you know, Freo have been really bad form lately, and if Essendon were really serious about their top 8 aspirations, it's a game they should have won. But you know, we've got to remember Essendon were pretty shit for a lot of years. This is their first year, really. You know, back in the
Dougie.
Yeah. They're saying hello. You know what I mean? Like, would you be surprised if Essendon beat Port? I would, because I'm a Port supporter, and I'd be very surprised. But it could happen, man. I mean, you know, like the bye. Every team that's come off the bye has lost. So, but this is our year, my friend, right? And we are the ones that are gonna rewrite history. We're stopping the trends. You know what I mean? So if it's happening, we're gonna stop it. That's what's happening, man. And Johnny G agrees. I can see that.
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about, Johnny G.
How do we get back to Port, man? Let's keep.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey! I'm just talking to Steve. You know, the nicest guys are right.
We do watch alongs, Johnny G, and it could be, you know, every other team playing, and all of a sudden we're talking about Port. I was like, what's going on here?
Hey man, I'm just talking to my friends in the chat. They, you know, but Don't At Me's in there. Amanda's gone.
Don't At Me's arrived. V2.
Is that Don't At Me version 2?
Yeah, there's
he's
two
got
of them.
He's got a new phone. So it's V2 now.
He's got a phone charger. Oh, that's right. I hope to get a new phone charger.
That's right. Need a charger. That's for sure.
Essendon's 100% beating Port. There you go.
100% beating Port.
Well,
wow.
You know what's funny about you guys always telling me that Port's going to lose? You've said that for like, you know, every week.
11 in a row.
100% there. 100% there. And then what happens? You guys,
11 in a row.
You guys don't. So look, I wouldn't say 100% Mr. Dam. I would not percent, but yeah, look. Keep saying that because we just keep proving you wrong. Keep saying it. Anyway, Freo are not making finals, but
not making finals.
And Essendon are not making finals.
Yeah, I agree with Chris. Both of them can.
I tend to agree with that too for both those teams.
Yeah.
Too inconsistent.
Yeah.
And Carlton's coming. They had a big win, so they're coming into the 8.
Port going to sing faster than the Empress of Ireland. I don't even know how. Did she sing quick? Did she? Who's the Empress of Ireland? Who's that?
The Empress of Ireland. There we go. There's a quote.
Chunky's getting a cute puppy soon, so yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah,
that's good.
Like, He's like
Awesome.
he's like abusing us, and it's like, oh, I've got a cute puppy coming. So.
It's like a random thing coming from Chunky.
That's it.
Just abusing us, and then like, yeah, Port are going to break the streak before West Coast. What do you mean? What streak?
I love how he's calling his
11 in a row.
own team. West Coast is the best.
All I can say is we're going to sing 12 in a row, 12 in a row.
Nah, it's going to be starting again.
I hope not. Anyway, the next game. Gold Coast. This is the last game. We did the watch along for this one. It was one of the worst games I've ever watched in my life, but the King of the North got me through it. It was Gold Coast 14-17, 101 to Hawthorn 5 goals for 34. Really disappointing game from Hawthorn.
It really was.
It was.
I don't know whether it was the travel factor or whether it was the missing their best player. But yeah, they just weren't there, and Gold Coast just ran all over them. Really.
Well, they scored the first three goals of the game, and they looked like, oh, we're going to see a good game.
Yeah, I thought they were going to go all right. Yeah.
The Hawks didn't prevail, and they're a young side, man. Without Sicily, they struggle, and they're a young side, so that you're going to expect this from them. But really disappointed. Yeah. Like if you were the coach after a really good 5 weeks,
Chunky, bro. I'm gonna call it Chris. Jokes. Chris is a trash name.
He should get banned for that.
Chunky, you realize Chris is there's two Chris's here.
Chris is a wild name. What are you talking about? What's your name?
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, he's joking. He's joking.
Mate, I thought you loved the King of the North, Chunky.
What's happening? I thought you loved King of the North.
Yeah. What's happening?
He obviously doesn't love you anymore.
We're upset now. So
he says all jokes. He's saying all jokes.
All jokes.
No, well, I have to laugh about that.
That's right.
Oh, jeez.
So Danami says, remember in 2018 that bus full of Port supporters cheating the Crows are going on September holidays, and then they didn't make it themselves.
I don't remember.
Do you remember that?
No, what bus?
I don't know. What bus? What Adelaide bus was that?
Well, this Port supporter wasn't on that bus.
You're on the bus.
I was on the bus?
You're on the bus. Someone was on the bus.
Johnny G is going to the bus now. I'll send the video.
Are we on the bus?
Okay, send the video. Chunky versus Big Man, 12 times 3-minute rounds. Yeah, no worries. I'll take him on.
Put it in the Discord, Danami.
Danami, put it in the Discord and we'll have a look at it.
Yeah.
Look, supporters do stupid things like, look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Absolutely, the Crows were robbed. Right in front of me. Right in front of me.
God, it's fucking funny, man. We all do stupid things. So
yeah.
So
what are the Gold Coast and Hawthorn doing this year? Are they making the 8?
The Gold Coast and who? Oh, Hawthorn, yeah.
Yeah.
Both aren't making.
That was damn. It was damn. That was him.
100%. 100% robbed.
It was him.
Don't get me fired up about the Crows again.
No, we're not. We won't go there again.
All right, sorry. What were we saying? Gold Coast Hawthorn. That's it. Man.
I blame Fatina. She left the stream early.
She did.
Fatina's fault. She's the reason why Crows are losing. There you go.
It's all Fatina's fault.
She's the sole reason.
That's it. Yeah.
Anyway, Gold Coast and Hawthorn. Yeah, it was a shit game. Gold Coast did what they had to do. Ben King was good. A lot of their players were good. But to come back and
You're not sorry, Fatina. You're not sorry.
For Gold Coast to come back after last week getting thumped by Calrton, yeah, they needed to do that, and no, it was a good win. Hawthorn, very disappointed. That's all I can say. Both are not making the finals. They're not making. Oh, Gold Coast. Nah, I just don't see it. Maybe they're only like a game out of the final, so who knows if they get a few. I don't know. It depends on other teams too. They could, but it's unlikely. But they've got a better chance than Hawthorn, that's for sure.
I think Richmond's got a better chance.
Yes, Richmond are the dark horse, man. Yeah. Johnny G did say it at the start of the year. They're the dark horse. I wouldn't want to play Richmond in the first one. They're coming, man. They're coming. They're coming. They're going to get some players back, like Lynch. Once Lynch is in there,
Gib as well.
Yeah, forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about it. Danny reckons Richmond's a house, Hawthorn a house, and Gold Coast a house. There you go. Everyone's house. Johnny G, the only cruiser product you can love. Johnny G is the only cruiser product you can love. He is. He's the only one.
What about Dan?
No.
What about version 2?
Dan, what about
version 2, Dan?
Oh, he might have a chance. The D2
might have a chance.
Chance. Anyway, guys, look, I got the ladder here. Let's have a look at the ladder. Collingwood are back on top with that win against the Crows. Port back to second. Third are Brisbane. Melbourne are fourth. St Kilda are fifth. Sixth are Essendon. Western Bulldogs are seventh. And the Crows are still in the eighth. Eighth position. So, but hot on their heels are Geelong Cats at ninth. Gold Coast are equal with the Crows, so they're just a percentage out of the eight on 10th. Fremantle also in the same boat, but with less percentage with 11th. Richmond are coming, they're 12th. Sydney, I don't know what they're doing, they're 13th. GWS 14th. Carlton still 15th. Hawks are 16th. North Melbourne 17th, and West Coast, or the West Coast Eagles, 18th. Any surprises there, gentlemen?
I mean, look at that. From 5th to 12th, all those teams could just fluctuate anywhere, really.
Yeah.
So that's massive. There's pretty much one game between 5th and 12th.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll be in the 8.
Yeah. That's why percentage is so important, and Crows have got a healthy percentage. So come on,
that's it.
And we got North. We got North this week, but the big surprises is Carlton again, bottom 4, disgrace, and
for that.
And West Coast is just
West Coast. But look, not only was that ladder, but I got the tipping ladder as well, guys. The tipping ladder, everyone loves this one. The HFD Tipping Footy Podcast tipping competition. It is number 1 is BJK 1984 on 88 points. You got Jimmy T's got on 3rd. Dougie's 4th. So she's made a comeback. KP's fallen a bit. He's at 6th. GT 23 7th. The Jazzman is 8th. Copper's 2006. I think that's the Don. He's 11th. The King of the North 17th. We dropped again. I'm 18th. I was 16th. I'm, can never get on the upper side. Then you got Team Thos on 22. You got Cryptopolis at 24. You got Dam at 25th, and Chunky Footy is on 26, even though he's not even in it. So there you go, guys. That is your tipping ladder.
How was he in it?
I don't know.
How's he still there?
Chunky reckons he's robbed and he should be winning.
Oh my God! Look at this. Look, you know what the funniest comment is? This one. Ready? Don't at me. I'm the most lovable person that's ever lived.
That's right. That's the comment of the night.
Maybe the funniest person ever lived. I'm gonna laugh at that. That's funny. That's
Chunky doesn't like feral port supporters, man.
I know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Port, yeah, it's all right. Well, I'm not feral, so
Steve said Calrton fans said in 4, bottom 4.
Carl fan said in 4, bottom 4. In 4, bottom 4. Port supporters, full stop. They're saying, yeah, they're trying to give us shit about us being feral. That's all right. I'll be feral. They're the breadcrumbs of the AFL loaf. What the fuck? Port are very lovable. You know it, Dan. I'm robbed. I should be winning. No way, Fox. Dreaming. I'm beating Dan. I'm not even putting my tips in. You are. Well done. How does he have 57? I did not know. I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know. Anyway,
good question. We ask that every week. How is this possible? But there we go.
Anyway, let's
as long as he doesn't knock over the King of the North, then I'll be happy with that.
Anyway, let's do our tipping, and then we can get out of here. So, first game is Thursday night game, guys. Back at the Gabba, it is the Brisbane Lions taking on the Tigers. Tigers coming off the bye. Do they stop the trend and win at the Gabba?
Nah,
Ooh.
Be massive win if Richmond won.
You would, but it's that bye thing that's getting to me. I'm so going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Brisbane just at home, but I would love to see Richmond beat them. Love to see it. But
I'm gonna go Richmond.
I'm gonna go Brisbane.
Yeah.
All right. Next game. It's on Friday night. We're gonna probably do a watch along for this one. Swans
Might have to have a chat about that.
versus the Cats. That's all right. Goffy, if you can't make it.
I'm going to go to Swans. You know, coming off a big win like that, a lot of confidence, and no Cameron in for long this week, so going to go to Swans.
I just think I think they're going to be, they're going to find it too easy. West Coast, playing West Coast was like playing, Pasco Vale, like Steve said. So I think the Cats are going to be too good for the Swans in this one.
Are they playing in Sydney?
Yeah.
SCG.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go the Cats as well.
Yep. There we go, guys. Cats.
There we go.
Cats by 12.
That's true, Dan Atme. That's very true.
That's right.
Cats by 12.
Yeah, Cats by 12. All right, next game, which it's Johnny G's love child, Adelaide Crows versus the North Melbourne Kangaroos. I mean, do you give North Melbourne any hope?
No, not Adelaide Oval. Not Adelaide Oval, my friends. Could be 10, 12 goal win here.
Yeah, I think the Crows will get the job done here and be back on the winners list. I reckon 10 goals, 80 points. There you go, Steve saying it. Steve by. So, 80 points. Crows, what do you reckon? You said Crows?
Yeah,
Crows.
I say Crows. Yeah.
No worries. All right, next game. I think this one's at Marvel. Dogs versus the Dockers. This is an interesting game, actually. I think this is a game that, whoever wins this one, Bulldogs will want to stay in the 8, and then Freo. It's at Marvel Stadium. It's at Marvel Stadium.
The Dockers actually play all right at Marvel.
Yeah, and I do like, Luke Jackson and the Darcy combination, how they're working it at the moment. It's really coming together.
Yeah.
I'm going Freo for a roughie, man.
Yeah, I might go Freo as well for a bit of a roughy tip.
I'm going to go Dogs. I think they're going to the Bond's going to have a blinder, and I think it's going to go well. But Bulldogs are coming off the bye, so does that?
Ooh. Yeah. There we go. There we go.
They are. Anyway, I'm going Dogs. Dogs by about 3 goals.
Dogs by 19 for Steve.
19, 3 goals.
And don't have me Dogs as well.
All right, next game. This is going to be at HBS Stadium in the Gold Coast. It's the Suns versus the Pies. You know, look, it's not out of the Suns' reach to, you know, put a bit of pressure on Collingwood here. But
I'm going to pause.
Pies.
A lot of these results can go Adelaide's way big time this week. So
if the Suns, you know, they play well at home. Collingwood, yeah.
If Geelong lose, you know, Gold Coast lose, even Freo lose. You know what I mean?
They're not even close to Collingwood. Gold Coast.
Anyway.
Yeah, Collingwood's winning this one.
Anyway, Pies in a demolition, 100+ points.
100+. Wow.
Steve saying 3 points just to add some salt to the wounds. Steve-O, we love you, Steve-O. But yeah, no, Pies for me. This is the game we've all been waiting for, the game that I've been waiting for. Port, it's the Bombers versus the greatest team on the face of this earth, Port Adelaide. Guys, what do you reckon?
The curse is coming back. Essendon are going to win. The Bombers fly up.
Well, you've been saying it for a long time, Johnny G, and
you're coming off the bar, man.
Mate, I told you before, we're going to buck the trend. We're bucking all trends this year. It's over, man. It's over.
The Bombers aren't good enough. Port's going to get them.
We're going to annihilate them. Annihilate. Like, you know, like when Shao Kahn comes and annihilates, you know, Mortal Kombat, the guys like Liu Kang and that, that's going to happen. It's like, you weak, pathetic fools, I've come for your souls. You know what I mean?
Don's by 60 from Don't At Me. Don's by 13, GT 23. Far out. They're teaming up against you, Chris.
I love how you put that little 13 there.
You reckon next showdown, if the Crows win, you reckon Fatina will wear a crow scarf?
Probably not.
Oh, we got to get her to do it, man.
I can't wait for you to wear the sports scarf again.
No, keep that away from me, man. It gave me a rash.
He nearly had a breakdown. It was like Samson had his hair cut off, you know. So
it gave me a rash, man.
That's it. Yeah.
You look like a
You look like Little Miss Little Red Riding Hood. Little Port Riding Hood.
Oh man.
He actually looks like Ross Lyon a bit there, doesn't he?
We are going to win the flag, though, don't we? Don't worry, we're winning the flag, bro.
No, you won't win nothing. You won't win nothing unless Port Adelaide, like, you know, capitulates and like we die, like our whole team dies. Knock on wood.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take me to Greece for dinner.
Until then, my friends, you won't be winning jack shit.
You've peaked too early, Chris. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man.
We're peaking all year long, mate. Don't you worry about that. All year long.
We're supposed to peak in September.
That's it.
Don't worry,
Port for me.
Port's going, dude. We're going to the big dance. We are going to the big dance. Whether you like it, whether you believe it or not, we are going. We will be there. I told the king. I told him I'll be at your house grand final day. You won't.
You will. You will. Yep.
You wait. We'll be there. Anyway, I'm going for Port Adelaide by
60 points.
I reckon a nice 170 points. No, I'm just joking. I reckon a good 4 goals.
What the nearest going to fly the flag in Greece, and they'll be like, "Do you know how malaki is?"
They're gonna love it, man. We're gonna get more memberships from Greece there. I'll walk to Greece if Port make the GF. I'll walk to Greece. He will walk. We're going to walk there. There's like, you got to swim. Don't just walk.
No, you need to get on the boat and just keep walking.
Walking on water.
Just walk on the water. Whatever you do, do not take a submarine. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, we won't.
That's right. Good advice.
Yeah, I won't start saying submarine jokes now.
No.
Right. Supporters week. They're crows, mate. The Grandfosses live there too.
What are you talking about, man? Like, your auntie goes to Port Adelaide.
That's a rare anomaly.
She's wild. I love her, man. She's the best. She's wild. But anyway, for Tina, we are the best. We are number one. But you're going for the Bombers? Is that correct?
Yeah, Port coming off the bye, and that's why I'm going.
All right, King of the North said Port. I'm saying Port. Go the Power. We've got this. All right, next.
Go the Pair. Next, Hawks.
Oh, and this is going to be an interesting game. Hawks versus the Blues.
Sicily's still out. Calrton to get it back into the top 8 with this win by 80 points.
80 points.
Hawks winning. Calrton coming off the bye.
Wait, just because
that'll guarantee our bottom 3 spot down there if the Hawks win. I did say a couple of weeks ago that we were going to get beaten by the Hawks, but let's see.
Steve reckons Calrton by 39. Daniel reckons Hawks, but then he's got 80 with a question mark. It's like, how could he question that? He's the one that comes up with outlandish fucking results, and he's questioning 80. Come on,
80,
Dan.
Yeah.
Get it together, Dan.
I might get if I have a bit of luck, I might get tickets for this one. So let's see.
Yeah,
I might go.
Anyway,
Who you tipping, Chris?
I said I'll never tip Calrton again. Never. I said that a few weeks ago, they won.
You did.
So I have to go for Hawks. I can't. I'm a man of my word. And
yeah, all right.
No,
drop a.
Don't at me. You're the most unrealistic person I've ever come across. So probably the most.
Just give away your tips. Give away your tips there, Chris, by tipping the Hawks. Don't worry.
Yeah, I have to.
Sicily's out.
Yeah, no, but I said Calrton. I'm never going to tip him again.
True. Okay. Stick to your guns.
I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word. Okay, so everyone's going the Calrton. I'm going Hawks, but there we go. All right, this is going to be an interesting game. I think this is going to be... Where's this being played? This is not played at normal place. So Melbourne versus Giants. Where is this being played? It is being played... Hold on, guys, I'll let you know. TP.
Let us know.
What's TP? Oh, it's been played at TIO, Triaga Park. Is that Darwin? I think it's Darwin. Oh, no, Alice Springs. Alice Springs.
Oh, jeez.
They're playing in Alice Springs, man. So,
who's playing?
No advantage for anybody there.
Melbourne versus the Giants. The Giants are coming off a bye. But
Melbourne.
the D's are coming off a... No, they're not. They played Geelong, didn't they? So...
Yep.
Mm.
Melbourne bounce back.
Yep.
I'm going to go Giants. Come on, Giants. Bring it home.
Wow.
Bring it home, Giants.
Okay.
Love the Giants. And this is the last game of the round, guys. Last game of the round. This is the blockbuster game that everyone's been waiting for. The blockbuster game. GT23 is waiting for this one. Here we go. It is the West Coast Eagles versus St Kilda Saints over at Optus Stadium in Perth. Now, is it wrong for me to say that a smashing like that will get the boys up and ready to go next week?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Everyone thinks it's an easy win for Saints here, but it could be the turning point for West Coast.
It could be. It really could.
Saints don't look that good. You know what I mean? So
they don't look that good. No.
But
I think Saints. Sorry, it's.
You can't pick West Coast, can you? You just can't.
You can't. No.
It's just like you just can't right now. Like you want them to win though. Like you really want them to win, but you just can't. So
I'll tip West Coast in my tipping comp because I'm a disgrace anyway. So, but I do think Saints will win.
Saints will win. Hess goes by 171 points.
Just to get that percentage back they lost last week, eh?
That's right. Just to even it back up again.
West Coast by 1 point. Steve reckons. Eagles in the biggest upset in the history of the AFL.
See, a lot of people are thinking Eagles come back here.
Yeah, man. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, you know, they're gonna be filthy about what happened, and like they're playing at home.
There's got to be
They
there's
gotta
got to be a
play-
turning point.
Like, you know what, man? Like, I reckon going to play the Eagles at home, and whoever loses to them, that'll be the worst thing that could ever happen to you. Do you know what I mean?
I think the Saints are a good team to face right now. They're not playing. They're not moving the ball as quick. You know what I mean? So it could suit West Coast.
Should we do a watch along for this one, Johnny?
I'm not sure. I'm trying to get an overtime shift that day, but I think I'm going to do one Friday night with Chris, but we'll see.
We'll see how we go, Goffy. We'll see how we go.
I got an invite. If you two can do it, because I got an invite to the NRL game at Optus. Not at Optus, at bloody Marvel Stadium. Penrith versus Melbourne Storm
Nice.
in a box. So
You can't say no to that.
I couldn't say no to it. Yeah, and
What-
I can walk across the road. So
When on Sunday?
Huh?
On Sunday?
no, Friday night.
Oh no, it's all good, man. It's all good. We'll tee you up for the weekend. Don't worry, we'll tee you up.
Yeah. I'll be around.
Yeah.
I
But,
agree, don't it? Saints aren't making the 8.
Con loves a good box. He does. He sure does.
I do love a good box, don't me? Don't you worry about that.
Anyway, gather round is upon us, guys, for next year. Me and the Johnny G will be attending. So looking forward to that one.
Yeah, King of the North, you coming down for the weekend or what?
Which one?
Next year, April.
I think I'm going to have to. Yeah, that's going to be massive.
Yeah, we got to get. I don't know when the tickets come out. We just have to get on it straight away because they're going to sell out like really fast.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. No, that'll be an awesome weekend.
And Thursday to Sunday, we go to any game we want. There's the festivals there. It's good.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, we're definitely want to go to those games, but
The day in April.
I've got it here. I'll bring back the graphic. Hold on. So the 4th of April to the 7th of April. So
Tickets come out in December this year, I think.
Oh, December. Yeah, we're going to get straight onto it as soon as they come out. We've got a few people from work who want to come along as well.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Let's do a HFD catch up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Great.
Maybe we'll get like we'll have a live stream at the ground while we're getting smashed. I don't know.
Sorry about that.
That's it. Yeah.
No, Gavron's going to be wild. Can't wait for that.
That'll be
good,
awesome.
guys. It's going to be good. But look, guys, thank you so much for coming in tonight. If you are new, Steve, thank you so much. Glad you loved the show, and hope you come back. And but yeah,
we want you to win, GT. We want you to win, GT.
Hit the like button quickly, guys, before you go. Smash the like.
And subscribe.
Smash the like, subscribe, hit the notification bell when we're on.
And just the one more thing I want to tell you guys is make sure you go check out our merch, HFD merch. HFDmerch.myspreadshop.com.au for all your merch. It helps us out, guys. Check it out. The link is in the description below. Guys,
King of the North merch coming soon.
It is. Guys, thank you so much for coming in, and good luck to your teams on the weekends. Hopefully it's a better game for you, Mr. Johnny G, and if all goes well, we'll be seeing this 12 in a row, 12 in a row. So, all right, so the new album will be out on Sunday morning, so please go at all your available record stores.
There we go.
And Chunky,
thanks everybody for coming in and joining us. It's been a good show, and thanks for all the contributions.
I love the hate, Chunky. I love the hate, Dan. Bring it. That's what I say. Bring it. Anyway, take care, guys. We'll see you next time. Stay hunky, and we'll see you. We'll be back Wednesday night for another podcast. So make sure you guys put the bell on for all notifications to know exactly when we go live. But we're doing a podcast on Wednesday night. I'm not sure when KP will be doing gaming, either tomorrow night or Thursday night, and then we'll do some watch-alongs on the weekend. So guys, make sure you guys check us out for those upcoming streams. All the best, guys. Stay hunky. Thanks, King of the North. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Stay hunky.
Thank you, everybody.
Right, guys, I've got to do the King of the North thing, man. Can't leave without that.
Oh, geez.
King of the
Far out.
North! All right, guys, stay hunky. Take it easy. See you later. Peace out.
See you next time.
See you next time.